Ladies and gentlemen, this video is a warning on what is going to be happening in the car market. For those who are not aware, this is not me taking the sides of electric vehicles, just letting everyone understand that what is coming is probably unstoppable. Legacy car companies are struggling like we've never seen before. Like they're really in a lot of trouble, doing all they can to make all the car sales they can, making new cars, making new EVs, making commercials. And most people don't recognize what's really happening behind the scenes. Everyone just still sees their favorite car getting commercials, pumping them out, blah, 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 blah. But behind the scenes, it's really, really not a good situation for legacy car companies. We're talking about like Ford, GM, Kia, Toyotas, like the list goes on and on. These car companies that we've known for many, many years are facing a massive problem right now. And it's new, cheaper electric vehicles that are coming to market. Right now, Toyota dealerships, the owners of Toyota dealerships are writing Toyota, the actual Toyota, saying, how are we going to compete with these new cheap electric cars that are coming to market? And they literally had no answer for the dealers. They said to the car dealers, oh, we have the better product. But that's not necessarily true. Not a lot of people are buying the brand new Toyota electric SUV. Not a lot of people are buying a lot of Toyota cars. As a matter of fact, Toyota dealerships are going through a lot of struggles. As a matter of fact, Nissan, specifically Nissan, their dealerships were told by the owner, the CEO, to sell your cars at a loss. They've had a lot of cars on their lots for at least 100 days that have not been sold, and they're being told, sell them at a loss at your own discretion if you want to. I mean, that's not really cool. Like if you own your own car lot and then the CEO of the company says, hey, sell your cars at a loss. This means you're going to be losing money, your business and the people that you have working for you. That's not a very smart business plan to tell the people who run your small little car lots, hey, sell them at a loss. No big deal. We're just going to give you more cars to sell. I mean, that's not really a good business plan because if they keep selling at a loss, you're going to go out of business. And what's even crazier is that Donald Trump had a tariff for electric vehicles coming from China. Just any cars coming into America from China, he had a tariff of a 27% charge extra for any car that comes in. But right now, Joe Biden, he put a 101% tariff. Basically, if a car was 20,000, now it's 40,000. They're trying to stop Chinese vehicles from coming into the car market in America because they know that it's going to screw up the American car market. Even though Americans want these cheaper cars from China, the president is currently trying to stop people from buying cars that they want. I don't know about you, but if a president is trying to, I guess, stop the country from getting screwed over by cheaper electric vehicles, but at the same time, you have many people who want these cheaper electric vehicles. We're talking about cheap cars from BYD and other car companies that are from China that are making very cheap electric cars that are actually very, very good. But now some Americans, well, actually, majority of Americans can't or don't want to pay an extra 100% to get that car when they know they could probably just, get an American car. But if reality, they don't want that car. They want the cars they want, but the president is trying to stop that. So for some of you who may not know, China is the largest car market on planet Earth, period. And what's even crazier is that China has the cheapest labor. No one can compete on making cars for the price that they do in China because China has the cheapest labor out of everywhere on planet Earth. And what's even more crazy is that China is willing to continue to sell their cars, but even at a loss, so they can knock out other competitors. Other competitors can't compete with that idea from China. China is willing to sell their cars at a loss because China, the car government is owned by the government. It's all mixed in, but they don't really care about making profits. They care more about selling their cars so cheap that other people can't even sell their cars. And this is exactly what they're trying to do in America. As a matter of fact, China, BYD, they're planning on building a factory in Mexico. And so if they build them in Mexico, they can come in through Mexico instead of coming from China. But if they build a factory in Mexico, it's a Mexican made car. But this is their plan to swarm the American market. And what's crazy enough is that people want these cars. China's trying to figure out a way around all these loopholes, but they're going to figure it out. But regardless, the whole point of this video is just that car companies, legacy car companies that we've known for years are going to lie to you to get you inside of their cars no matter what, because they have to make sales, not because they're coming from a high place and they're up on their high horse and they got things and got money. No, they are failing right now and they're failing rapidly. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 8 years or less, maybe 5 years, some of the favorite car brands that we've known since we were kids will be gone off the face of the earth because they claim bankruptcy because they have no choice. The Chinese car market is expanding rapidly. China is already over 50% of new cars being sold Chinese electric vehicles. And these electric vehicles, some of them are $10,000. The BYD Seal. Like, this car can't really compete. No one can compete with that price. It's a $10,000 car. If that car starts coming in through Mexico into America, it's game over for a lot of these American car companies that we've known for years. Like I said, this video is just a warning, letting people know not to get fooled or screwed over into buying a new car as yet from American car companies when they're struggling. Let's just see where they go in the next few years before you make any purchases, because if they go bankrupt and you're stuck holding a car that isn't even being produced anymore, you might be in a very strange position. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow. I post videos daily about what's going on in the auto market and all sorts of things, big tech. Well, anyhow, keep tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. See you tomorrow.